Hello. So last night, I can't remember if I spoke to you, ended up getting home much later, and as a result, just had burgers and chips for supper, which was fine. And I'm gonna have the same tonight because there's leftovers. Work today it was very slow in the morning, and then it was quite busy and quite fun in the afternoon. We were just all in a funny mood, and so that sort of helped pass the time and just put us all in a good mood. It was great. Now tonight, I want to, as I said, I'm gonna have leftovers, but I do want to start prepping some stuff for race day prep, if that makes sense. Basically, I've spoken about this in my running vlog. I've made a plan of what I want to eat over the next sort of 3 days, and I've bought the stuff for it, and I just want to make sure things are prepared and ready to be enjoyed. I've been trying to watch a couple of YouTube videos as well, because it's the one evening the tennis isn't on, so I've realised whenever the tennis is on, my YouTube watch later list grows and grows and grows, so I'm trying to work through some of it for now, because I can. I am going to start reheating some stuff soon. It's almost 7. It is a bit earlier than I would normally eat, but I'm hungry, so we're gonna go for it. And then I've once again, somehow, I don't even know how, but I filled up my camera with footage, so I need to get that onto my computer and then start editing stuff again. What fun. It's fine, like it's been a few weeks, I think, since I've edited. I feel like I've had a bit of a break from YouTube in terms of filming and editing, and I can have that break. I've allowed for space for that, and I still do have time, but I think it would be good to get back on it. If not even for time, then for space, you know? And I'm sure race day is also gonna give us lots. So anyway, I just wanted to give those updates because that's what's happening at the moment. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog anything else tonight, even though I'm home alone, but I don't know. I don't know if there's gonna be anything substantial and worthy of sharing, but we shall see. We shall see. So I may see you later, I may not. Hello, so race day is in a couple of days, and one thing that I saw on all the websites about sort of healthy things to eat or good things to eat prior to a race was fruit and smoothies. They both came highly recommended. So I've bought some frozen fruit, I've bought some fresh fruit, I've bought some orange juice because that was on the list as well, and we're gonna make a smoothie that I might have for breakfast tomorrow, maybe as a snack on Saturday. I don't know, I'm just gonna throw some things in, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, and that's gonna be the story. But I am very excited because I finally got frozen mango as well as some other frozen fruits, so I'm happy about that. All right, let's get blending. I have no battery on my camera, but I just wanted to pop in and say hello. Everything that's consuming my mind right now is the race, but I've been trying to just relax and watch some YouTube, and I'm going to work to my grandma's in about an hour, and yeah, we just gotta, exciting. But I will probably vlog almost everything for a running video, which you might have already seen. So I think this might skip now a few days until sort of post-run, because I don't think there's going to be much more vlogging for me to share until then. So I will see you in a little bit, I imagine. Yay! Hello. I'm going to speak about yesterday in a running video, which I haven't filmed yet, but probably potentially has gone up before you're watching this. But my mum called me, I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was a few days ago, and she said, Raquel, I've really listened to you, I haven't bought you anything, I haven't sent you anything. And as she was saying this, I was kind of like, I would never expect any gifts for running a half marathon, like that never crossed my mind. But as I think I've mentioned on this channel before, my mum is very much a gift giver. It's her way, well, it's one of her many ways of showing love. And so clearly she wanted to do something, and she said, can I please book you something, some sort of treat, perhaps a massage? I've been wanting a massage, I can't even think for how long, for such a long time. And I keep saying, I'm gonna do it, after this I'm gonna do it, and then I never do. And so I said, absolutely, that sounds amazing. And she said, but you have to use it this week, like it needs to be post-run relief, I guess. And so I booked it for today, and I've just got back, and it was divine. It was so, so good. The pressure was perfect, the spots were perfect. The length of time, obviously it can always be longer, but honestly, I kept thinking it was going to end and then she would do more. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, she did my back and then right arm, right leg. And so when she got to the left leg, I was like, oh, you know, like I'm looking forward to the feel of it, but also I know this is the end. And then she finished that and she was like, turn around, and then did everything on my other side. And then I thought that was done and she focused on the hands. And then I thought that was done and she did the chest, which I've never had before. And then I thought that was done and she did a head massage. Ugh, it was just so good. It was so nice. And the thing is, like, the massage obviously itself was amazing, but also just like the quiet and the peace of that room. When it finished, I sort of gave myself an extra minute or two just to lie there and enjoy the way I was feeling, because I knew that the second I stepped out the door, I'd be back in the hustle and bustle of London. And don't get me wrong, I love living in London, but it is noisy, it is loud, it is constant, and just the peace and quiet of that room was so nice. But masseuses are amazing. I don't know if they're all like this, but I think a lot of the good ones are. She could pinpoint where niggles were that I knew about and like really hone in on them. But she could also pinpoint niggles that I didn't even know existed and hone in on them. Just incredible. I don't understand it, but it's amazing. And I feel so good. I was thinking while I was lying there, I always think, like, if I were to be wealthy, what would I spend my money on? Because I'm not, like, obviously, as I've told you already, I don't like stuff. I don't necessarily need the best of anything. I don't, like, you know, I don't even drive, but, well, technically I do. But I don't need the nicest car. I don't even need the biggest house. Like, I'm happy with something modest as long as it has space for me and my stuff. I like to travel. That's where my money would probably go. But aside from that, like, I don't really have a thing. Well, maybe theatre, but you know what I mean? Maybe you don't, but I know what I'm talking about. And I was thinking, if I had the money, I would just have like a monthly or even weekly massage. Like, it feels so good, so needed. The thing is also, I get the feeling that when we were in Australia, we would get massages like once a year, which still isn't loads, but it's far more frequent. I think this is the first massage I've had probably since I left Australia, which doesn't seem right when I say it out loud, but it feels like it must be the case. And also, I don't know if this is not as much of a thing in Australia or if I've just never been aware of like what's been booked, but I had a Swedish massage today, which I'd never even heard of until I was looking at their website. And from what I understand, it's slightly more gentle and sort of more relaxing, I guess, than what is called a Thai or deep tissue massage. I don't think those two are the same, but I think they have similar features, perhaps. I don't really know. I don't know a thing. But I decided to go for the Swedish massage because I know that generally that's what I prefer when people are massaging. I don't necessarily love all the like getting into the muscles, even though I'm sure it's good for me. But I like the just like gentle, you know, pushing, relaxing everything. And so I presume that's a contributing factor to why this was just like the nicest massage. It was so good. It was so good. And it's not so far, so I am thinking, you know, like maybe in the future, if someone wants to give me a gift and we can't think of anything that I want, I need to remember the massage. I mean, it's not cheap. It's not at all cheap, but oh, it's glorious. I am quite tired, but I haven't eaten anything and I am hungry. So I'm going to heat up some soup and have some bread and butter and tidbits and perhaps watch something on YouTube or continue listening to my book. Or try and speak to my father, because I really want to. Regardless, I'm gonna enjoy feeling this relaxed. And oh my gosh, getting to work today was a nightmare because of the strikes. Getting to work was a nightmare, but then I presumed getting back would be as bad, so I booked my massage for much later, only for my journey home to take as long as it always does. So I got there really early and I said, is there any chance we could move forward? And I said, look, if not, that's fine, I'll wait, but if you can, that would be great. So I got there an hour 40 before my massage, and I think they ended up seeing me around 50 minutes in. And then at the end, the woman was really apologetic and being like, oh, I'm so sorry for making you wait. And I was just like, you have made me wait less. She was lovely as well. Like, it was such a good experience. I'm happy. And I don't want to think about tomorrow. Yes, that's That's for later in the night. I just wanted to share all that because it's made me very happy, in case you can't tell. I'll see you at some point. Bye! Hello. I've just got home from work and I am so tired. It is 9 o'clock, so it's not even that late, but I have had earlier starts and obviously I am still recovering from having run a half marathon. London in tube strikes is mental. Absolutely mental. And I've been reasonably lucky. I know a lot of people who've had it worse, but I'm very tired. I do have most of tomorrow off though, which I am so looking forward to. I really hope that I am able to sleep in. I really, really, really hope that. I'm probably still gonna go to bed, pretty early tonight, but I just need to sleep. I'm exhausted. But I have things I want to do, and most of it I will do tomorrow. Most of it I will do tomorrow, including lots of filming probably, but I know I need to eat. And I don't really want to eat. I'm not particularly hungry. I'm not in the mood, but I know I should. And we've got some Indian leftovers that I need to use up. So that's from my grandma. So I'm gonna heat that up and eat it. And that's it. Yay. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning. It is a day off and it is wonderful. It is so needed. I can't even remember if I spoke to you yesterday or the day before. I think I probably did because I had a massage. But suffice it to say, I was exhausted, especially by the time I got home last night. I was so tired. I think I went to bed around 10:30 yesterday, which is definitely early for me. I think I usually go to bed just before midnight. So I don't know exactly what time it was, but obviously I was tired and I was I was out immediately. And Wayne got home around 12:30. And I acknowledged him coming in and I'm sure I said a few words to him, but I think I was right back asleep almost immediately. I was so tired. And this morning I was really hoping to have a long lie-in. In the end, I woke up around 9, which is still decent and certainly more than a sleep in I get the rest of the week. And obviously, if I did go to bed at 10:30, that's a really solid amount of sleep. But I don't know. I think I could have stayed asleep longer, but I have things I want to do. Not that I've done loads this morning, although I did make a list last night and I've done most of the things except the stuff that is filming things. But Wayne and I, for a while, have been saying we want to get more of these fabric boxes that we have, Exhibit A. And we've been saying it for quite a while and we just never got round to ordering it until last week. I found a couple of different options on Friday, I think, or maybe even earlier. And Wayne and I decided on one he decided I think on Saturday, but I ordered them Saturday night. And I think that's what this is. Now there's meant to be 8 and I cannot imagine that 8 fit into this. Obviously if they can, that's amazing in terms of storage, not storage, moving. Because inevitably one day we will move and it's useful for it to be packed quite small. Now, I'm definitely not going to tackle everything because a lot of it Wayne will want to organise, I'm sure, himself. But the one thing I cannot wait to put into a box because it looks so messy. Basically, we want these boxes for our storage unit because it just looks a bit messy and overfilled. And not everything will fit into the boxes and some of the shelves will keep open, but there are some things that we can put away. And the one I am most excited to be putting into a box is my dance/running gear. It's currently all just out, and even though I do try and fold it, it doesn't sit nicely, and so it'll look much cleaner if it's in a box hidden. So I'm gonna open this and hopefully be happy with what's inside. I don't know how to open it. There's so much tape, look at this. Just absolutely covered in tape, which is great, but makes it hard to open. So we bought 8 and I'm hoping to use 2. The truth is, at some point in the next few weeks, I'll be changing over from summer to winter gear and I'll probably rearrange some stuff. I rearranged it sort of when I changed from winter to summer last time, but I don't care. For now, I want to get that dance gear looking neater. This is crazy. And another thing I can do once I ever get these open is I can finally start decluttering. I am gonna make a separate video, so I won't start on it now, I don't think, but I really plan to properly look at my clothes and get rid of a couple of items that I'm hoping to sell on Vinted. I need to create Vinted. This is all gonna be part of another video, but it means that I can keep all the clothes in a box and that if I do sell them, I don't know sort of how quick the process is, if I'm gonna sell them at all, I don't know anything. But it means that I can keep them separate in a box, ready to send off as soon as someone does choose to purchase them. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I mean, look at what I'm doing. This is ridiculous. I just don't understand. Probably scissors is the way to go. We don't have kitchen scissors and we need to buy. I actually had a dream, I think, that we bought some kitchen scissors. We need kitchen scissors because I have my own scissors that I like and I don't want to use for kitchen stuff or stuff like this. They're my stationary scissors. Come on. Right, I'm gonna stop the camera so that I can tackle this and then I'll let you know once I've got it open. Okay, I've got part 1 out because we ordered 2 times 4. So I'm presuming this is 4. They are black, which we knew because we wanted to get the cheapest ones and that was this one. So let me see if I can open this. Okay, so they don't smell amazing, but as I say, we didn't spend lots on them, so that's okay. They're very clever because basically they fold in, they collapse down if you don't need them. They come with a little base thing that you can put in to keep its shape. And I'm just gonna use this one. I really hope it fits. It looks slightly bigger than the last one, but I thought I'd measured it. I thought I'd measured everything correctly. And they've got little handles as well, although they don't have basically any give. Let me see. They smell so bad, but it's okay. It's fine. It doesn't need to smell good. Let me see if I can get my dance gear in. This is the shelf we're trying to tackle. The problem is these are very useful for our flat because they're knee pads and our floor is horrendous. So if I'm doing any exercise, it's great to have these, but they're so awkward and they're so ugly. But also just look at this drawer in general. I mean, it is bad. I think I'm gonna separate by like leggings and tops. That seems logical. The thing is, I have so many of these tops. Ooh. The camera is balancing very precariously, hence why it just fell, and the angle has changed. Oh, I don't even know like where to continue. I feel like I need to separate like the dance leggings, you can't actually see, but these are dance leggings as opposed to running ones. But the running ones can be used for dance. It's just not the other way around. Maybe I need to do this on the floor and then decide how to do it. And like this is definitely a dance top as opposed to a running top. Such maths to it all. I don't even know. Oh, that's a leotard. See, like I don't use these basically ever. And there's another one, although I like this one also for auditions. It's a great colour. This dance set is fantastic. I think I spoke about it when I got it. It's great. But I don't use it a lot because I don't have a lot of like pure dance auditions. And my ballet skirt that I cannot remember the last time I wore. I also think it's a little big. Okay, I'm saying this out loud. Let me actually just see. Oh, please fit. Oh. Yay, okay, just about. Will it fit the other way though? It should be a square, right? Yay, that's so satisfying. That's gonna be so much neater. I mean, you can already see like how messy everything else is. This is my kind of jumper, kind of just layer drawer, which wasn't here for the summer. No, sorry, for the winter, because in the winter I had way more layers and jumpers and things. I think this was just scarves and gloves and hats. But in the summer, I don't need that many jumpers. So they're in there as well, and then a couple of like light scarves and whatnot. But I don't use this too much. But that's also messy. That also needs to be hidden. Everything needs to be hidden. But right, I'm gonna speak this out loud so that if I ever forget, I've got it as evidence. I'm putting my dance stuff, my specific dance stuff, so like skirts and leotards, right at the bottom, and my sets as well. That's these ones. There's sort of 2 tops, 2 trousers, leggings. They're all going on one side at the back at the bottom. And I'll put these there as well because these are my like dance shorts that I very rarely wear. And we'll put the dance top with it as well. Although it's a very nice top. I do like it. And then, oh my gosh, we're gonna put the running leggings, I think, on one side. Will that fit? And running tops all squeezed in to the corner. I am shocked at how much neater that looks. Let me show you before I put the box in. So we've got our dance sets there. This is the individual top, and then underneath the shorts and the leotards. Leggings, running leggings here, and all the tops here. I'm shocked at, like, look at how much space there is. Amazing. Moment of truth. I mean, that's so much better. That's amazing. Oh, I forgot to put the knee pads in. Why is there only one here? Oh no, there's 2. But look, we don't even need to know about them. Brilliant. That's fantastic. A part of me desperately just wants to continue because I just want to clear up this space. It's so messy. But then the other part of me is very aware that like a lot of it is for Wayne. We do have 8, and of these shelves, 4 are definitely mine. 1 is like half mine and half Wayne's. Actually, 2 are half mine and half Wayne's. And then the other 3 full ones are Wayne's, and then there's 2 that are just for all our cuddly toys because we have so many of them. And they're not going to be hidden in boxes because we like looking at them. Also, can you see? You can't, hang on. Sorry, I'm filming this like 3 days after I ran the half marathon, so look at all my medals! Yay! Ah, insane. I think I have 1 medal from when I was in school, because I mean, I was never a sporty gal, but I did do softball a couple of times actually, and I wasn't very good, but my tactic was just to like barely hit the ball so that people weren't expecting it, and then I would just sprint to the base. And there was 1 year that we won, so I presume that medal's in Australia, but maybe I'll bring it over next time I'm there, so that I can have a little collection. I already have a little collection. Insane. Insane. And I'm trying to think when my winter run stuff is. Maybe I put it away when I sort of switched from winter to summer. But I want to put like, because I know I kept my bib from the last one, I want to keep this bib with it. And I think there were some other things as well. Anyway, I think I might make some lunch. I think it's almost 1:30 and I need to leave for work in about an hour. And I'm thinking of having toast with fried egg and avocado, if my avocado is still good. I really do want to continue with these boxes, and like Wayne has some very long working days ahead, so I don't know when we'll have a chance to go through it together. I do think he's off on Saturday, so maybe we can go through it then. But if I think about it and have the energy and remember, I might try and film the introduction for my decluttering video today so that I can start picking out some things and putting them in a box as well. Because that would be so lovely to get rid of some of these clothes. I love this season. I love the season of changing things, clearing things, decluttering things, going through what I have. I like doing that every 6 months. I really highly recommend it. And I mean, I never get rid of stuff usually. Decluttering, I mean, I'll talk about this in the video, but decluttering is really, really hard for me. But even just sort of taking stock of what I've got and where it is and all that, I find very useful. But I'm sure there'll be lots more videos to come in the next few weeks of that changeover, and then, as I say, a separate one of the decluttering, and maybe some more of this, although obviously if we do it on Saturday I won't be able to show you, but I can show you the end result. And yeah, I'm just feeling good actually. I thought I might feel disappointed that I hadn't filmed those videos before starting work, but actually I'm pleased with how I've spent the morning. I've still accomplished most of the things I had on my list. I will still have time this evening to film stuff, and hopefully I won't be as tired as the last few days. And it's just nice to have a chill day. I mean, tomorrow and Friday shouldn't be crazy either. They'll just be sort of regular 9 to 5. And I don't have to deal with the tube strike because this is at my local job. And so by the time I get home, like, well, Friday obviously I'll go out for Shabbat supper. But tomorrow evening, theoretically, I have nothing on, which is so nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. The massage on Monday was absolutely worth it. But I think more than anything, it was the 2-hour journey home that was just not fun. And the early start to get to work on time. I like sitting on the floor and chatting to you. This is fun. This feels really good. But I will make my egg now. So I will see you probably later on, potentially. But this has made me very happy. This box has made me very happy. It just already, I mean, everything else is still busy, but already like one bit looks so much neater, and that's great. All right, I'll catch you in a bit. Bye! This evening so far has been lovely. I've been able to do so much, including starting on my declutter, which is very exciting, tidy some more things, and edit. I finished editing my race day video, which I thought was going to be a lot of work, and it was, but it's done, it's uploaded, which is fantastic. I filmed a couple of other videos, and yeah, I'm just feeling really good. I've also been able to watch more of Riley Autumn's TikTok live things. Basically, she's a bullet journaler who I've been watching for a number of years, and she's recently moved over to TikTok, but she uploads her stuff onto YouTube a couple of days later. But each video is about 2 hours long, so it keeps building up, and then it takes a while for me to get through it, obviously. And I'm still not totally caught up, but I think I've only got 2 or 3 videos left as opposed to 10. And yeah, I'm just feeling really good. The weather's been great as well. It was a little bit warm this morning, and even once I got home, but since I've been home, I've had the window open, but I've had a jumper on, which has been so nice. And this is the real reason why I pulled you out today. I made my first cup of tea of the season, yay! I do usually drink tea during the summer, and I definitely did in Australia, but I feel like I just haven't really. I've had a lot of coffee, Because we got some stuff when I went on the trip with the Dear Hopefuls, I've sort of been making my way through that, and so I haven't had tea in quite a long time, and I'm very, very, very happy to have a cup of tea. I'm very excited. I knew I was ready for autumn. I just don't think I realised quite how much I love autumn and colder weather and rain and cozying up. Ugh, it's lovely. That is all I wanted to say. I have a lot of footage on my camera and I don't even know what all of it is, but I need to work my way through it because I've only got about 20 minutes left worth of storage. And my computer's definitely not ready yet to take anything more on. I think I need to do the final running video, which is going to be like my reflections and stuff. I think I need to edit that because there's like 3 different clips, each worth 10 minutes, I think. And then hopefully I can get rid of that and then clear even more space. And maybe then we can get started on some other stuff. I also need to edit a vlog. I haven't edited a vlog in a very long time. I've got time, but it's just been a while. Anyway, I'm feeling good. I will see you at some point.